I've spent some pretty cold nights in some pretty harsh places over the past decade. I rode out a windstorm on the Ingraham Flats Glacier of Mount Rainier back in 2012. I've set up camp at the fittingly named Trail Camp on Mount Whitney 4 times. It's also known as High Camp because the elevation there gets just above 12,000 feet. Yeah, it gets chilly. I've slept in leaky huts high up in the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta mountain range of Colombia during biblical downpours. Before we get started with our video detailing the best sleeping bags on the market, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting off with the best overall sleeping bag, we have the Sierra Designs Zissou 20 Degree Down. As the 20 degree part of this sleeping bag's name suggests, the Sierra Designs Zissou 20 Degree Down sleeping bag is ready to keep you warm on some bitterly cold nights. Its 650 fill insulation uses the company's proprietary dry down, which the brand describes as regular down, treated with a molecular level polymer to create a hydrophobic finish on each individual down plume, allowing it to stay dry longer, loft better, and dry faster than untreated down, keeping you warmer in any environment. So that's good, right? And so too is the classic mummy shape of the bag, which you can zip up where only your face is exposed. But what about camping in warmer conditions? This clever bag has you covered there too. And you can trust me on this. I recently brought one on a camping trip where the temperature topped 90 during the day, and the sea level humidity was brutal. The bag is a good choice for warm weather for 2 reasons. First, it has a zipper on either side, so you can fold down the top half of the bag almost to your waist, exposing plenty of your body and allowing heat to escape. Second, the bottom of the bag features a self-sealing vent flap. When not intentionally engaged, the bag remains closed and insulated at the feet, but you can easily slip your feet out through the vent for much needed cooling and air circulation. While a bit pricey and slightly bulkier than some of my favorite sleeping bags for hikes or mountaineering, given the bag's versatility, it's my overall favorite. A writer with Trail Space called the bag innovative and versatile, and loved how well it performed in both warmer and colder temperatures, and how the bag is quite comfortable too. Next up, we have the best sleeping bag for extreme cold, which goes to the Mountain Hardwear Lamina Z Bonfire. I've spent a good amount of time tucked into a Mountain Hardwear Lamina Z Bonfire sleeping bag, and the very first time I crawled inside one, I was simply testing it out on the hardwood floor of my living room. What struck me at once was how comfortable I felt even on the wooden floor. This bag is so thick and padded that you could almost skip the sleeping pad and still be comfortable on most surfaces. Its soft polyester lining is comfortable and moisture-wicking, and its exterior is made from a resilient nylon. The thermal Q filling retains its insulating properties even if it gets damp. As for warmth, I have yet to spend a night in a climate too cold for this bag to keep me more than warm enough for comfort. In fact, you will usually have to allow some cool air in to bring the interior temperature down to a comfortable level. That warmth does come with its drawbacks, of course. The Lamina Z Bonfire weighs more than 5 pounds, and even after your best efforts at compression, it will still occupy a bit more space than a basketball, about 15 liters of space. The weight and size for this bag almost make it unsuitable for use during climbing exhibitions or on long treks, unless you will genuinely be facing temperatures well below freezing. Being rather expensive, the Lamina Z Bonfire is not a top seller on Amazon, though all of the reviews you will find there are glowing. One buyer states using this bag is like sleeping in a sauna, while another celebrates the comfort it offers even to a man standing more than 6'4". A reviewer from the blog of trusted outdoor gear retailer REI didn't hold back with praise for the Mountain Hardwear Lamina Z Bonfire, celebrating its heat retention and lack of cold spots, though their testers did point out the bulky size of the bag even when it is compressed for packing. Up next, we have the best sleeping bag on a budget, which goes to the Coleman North Rim Extreme Weather. For a change, let's start out with a few of the negative points here, because they will actually make the highlights of this sleeping bag stand out even more. The Coleman North Rim Extreme Weather Bag is rather heavy, at over 4 pounds, and it doesn't compress that well. Even packed down tight, it takes up a lot of space in your backpack, and that's despite the fact that it probably won't be comfortable for an adult male much taller than 6'2". Beyond that, this is a superlative sleeping bag. It has a tough ripstop polyester exterior and a soft, comfortable interior lining that just so happens to also be made of polyester. Thanks to the fact that the fill is also made from, you guessed it, polyester, you can machine wash this bag without it losing its insulation quality. You can even tumble it dry on low. The North Rim Extreme should keep you warm even at temperatures well below the freezing point. It's rated as a 0 to 10 degree Fahrenheit bag, and details like a full-length draft tube placed behind the zipper and a drawstring hood help keep the heat inside the bag where you need it. But the price is the crown jewel here. This sleeping bag costs only a bit more than $40. For the warmth and quality, you can't beat that price. And hundreds of customers know it. While only 64% of current Amazon reviewers are 5 stars, there's enough positive vibes out there for this bag to rate at 4.4 stars overall. One buyer remarked on becoming too warm in the zipped-shut bag, despite snow actively falling outside his tent, while another summed it up with the words, "Overall, for the price, I think this sleeping bag is hard to beat." As for what the pros have to say, a Camping Quartermaster review praised the rugged stitching and, of course, the low price, but did bemoan the bag's weight and bulkiness when packed down. A reviewer with All Around Camping noted the draft-blocking curtain around the head and shoulder areas of the bag, but advised bigger, taller folks to look elsewhere. Next, we have the best sleeping bag for casual comfort, which goes to the Teton Sports Fahrenheit. There is nothing little about the Teton Sports Fahrenheit sleeping bag, save for its rather moderate price tag. This bag weighs in at more than 6 pounds, and it measures 90 inches long by 39 inches wide when unfurled. Packed tight, you'll still have a challenge ahead of you to get it into a mid-size hiking pack if you're also intending to bring a change of clothing, but that's not the point. This is the sleeping bag you bring when you're car camping or RVing, or that you set up in the backyard or on the basement floor when the kids want to play at camping. It's also a fine choice for that unexpected guest who's doing a bit of couch surfing. The interior of the Teton Sports Fahrenheit is lined with 100% cotton flannel fabric. It's soft to the touch and helps keep you warm and comfortable even as the mercury drops outside. The exterior of the sleeping bag is made from a tough taffeta shell that cuts wind chill and is moderately water resistant. The bag is rated to keep you warm even down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit, with a curved hood design and drawstring closure helping seal in the warmth and keep the cold out. The Teton Sports Fahrenheit scores an average rating of 4.4 stars, with several hundred reviews logged on Amazon. Most buyers celebrate the generous size of the bag, recommending it for car camping or use close to home. One smitten reviewer gushed that it's seriously awesome and the nicest sleeping bag I've ever come across. In one YouTube video review, the tester pointed out how spacious and comfortable the Teton Sports Fahrenheit bag is, thanks to its rectangular shape. A Best Advisor reviewer noted the dual-layer fill, which helps create an insulation buffer between the bag's interior and the ambient temperature. And for our last pick, we have the best sleeping bag for couples, which goes to the Sleepingo Queen Size XL 2-person sleeping bag. The Sleepingo XL 2-person sleeping bag measures 87 inches long and 59 inches wide, so it's more than large enough to accommodate 2 full-size adults. In fact, a standard queen-size bed measures just 80 inches in length by 60 inches wide, so this sleeping bag offers even more real estate, as it were. It's impressively lightweight, at just around 3 pounds, but it's also only rated for temperatures down to the 32-degree freezing point. You'll be warm enough in climates a bit colder than that, provided you and your sleeping partner don't mind snuggling close. Also, just don't use it naked and that will help. The Sleepingo double bag has a waterproof outer shell and an interior made of a 210 thread count fabric that is as comfortable as high-quality bed sheets. This is a decent choice then for the couple who like to go camping but don't exactly want to feel like they're roughing it. The included travel pillows lined by the same smooth fabric helps there too. In a pinch, or in the event of a sudden lover's quarrel, this one large sleeping bag can be zipped apart into 2 halves, which can then be zipped closed to form 2 separate bags. More than 1,200 Amazon customers have chimed in on the Sleepingo Double, and it enjoys a stellar 4.8-star rating even after those reviews and scores. For the record, that's impressive. Multiple people echo one user who calls it extra soft and comfortable, and many also point out the great price. A reviewer with wanderpig.com says that if you're looking for a cost-effective solution to outdoor sleeping, then this model from Sleepingo is the way to go. And thanks to its low price and fine quality, a Hiker Track write-up rated it as the #1 choice for double sleeping bags. So that sums up our top sleeping bags of 2019. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.